The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. The British Empire and the French Republic, linked together in their cause and in their need, will defend to the death their native soil, aiding each other like good comrades to the utmost of their strength. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
All right, to everybody watching on YouTube and Twitch, I really appreciate you guys coming to the stream and sticking with me while we wait. As you can see right now on your screen, we have a little under 18 or 19 minutes, with 18 minutes and 40 seconds left until the actual reveal. I've been playing what appears to be a leaked reveal, but it's up to you guys to decide whether it's real or not. Anyway, once we get down to about maybe the 5-minute mark, me and Megajohn are actually going to go on here and we're going to give you guys our reaction to this gameplay or this reveal video, whatever the hell it is, campaign gameplay, whatever. But we're going to give you our live reaction, and then right afterward, we're going to go into a live recording of Empire Intel. So me and Megajohn are actually going to record an Empire Intel while live streaming. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Stick here and give us your input. Give us some feedback on the Empire Intel, and we'll actually feature you guys in a recorded video. This video would not be archived after the stream ends, so your only chance to be involved with the video is actually sticking with the stream and staying tuned for the video when it's released.
Ich träume und die Welt erzittert.
Guys, I hope you're ready. We're getting ready to switch the scene over here. It's going to be me and Mega John. We're going to be looking at the live stream together and giving you guys our feedback after we review the live stream. So I hope you guys stick around for that. We're going to actually watch the worldwide reveal of Call of Duty World War II, followed by Empire Intel right after.
This day have set upon a mighty endeavor. Souls will be shaken with the violences of war. In this hour of great sacrifice, we shall prevail.
Get your head down and keep moving!
We are all that separates the world from darkness. The enemy is ruthless. We cannot, we must not fail.
Duty first.
Perez! Won't be enough for you!
Casualties. We executed the mission.
Get me the fuck out of here! How many?
We had orders!
Get to cover!
Lieutenant, tell them what we're all about.
No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great.
Welcome to the Bloody First. You're a long way from Texas, farm boy.
You just saw the world premiere of the reveal trailer for Call of Duty World War II. And we're just getting started. We're streaming to you live from the middle of London, but today is all about you, our fans all over the world. This game is the game that you've been waiting to see, and believe me when I say it's the game that we've been waiting to show you. Call of Duty has the most passionate fans anywhere. And throughout this live stream, we're going to be answering the questions that you've sent to us from all over the world over the last few days. When we greenlit this game 3 years ago now, we knew it was time for us to go back to our roots, back to the gritty, authentic, visceral military experience that Call of Duty was built on. This game delivers all that, and it also strives to capture the intense bonds of brotherhood that came from common everyday people who rose above the most epic and horrible conflict in human history. And with Sledgehammer Games at the helm, we knew we had the right team to deliver the cinematic scale and the relentless attention to detail that this conflict deserves and demands. Their passion and creativity has been inspiring to me from day one. Call of Duty World War II does more than just go back to boots on the ground. It also delivers a gripping, immersive story and a darker, reverent tone, which captures both the epic scale and the human struggle of this incredible conflict. Like so many people all over the world, many of us, myself included, have a personal connection to this conflict through family members who fought in this war. This story belongs to the entire world. This game truly recaptures that first Call of Duty value that no one fights alone. Call of Duty World War II also features a multiplayer game that brings back the intense, visceral, boots-on-the-ground gameplay our fans love, along with some great new innovations that push the game forward. And if you can't wait until November to play it, well, good news. You don't have to. I'm excited to announce right here, right now, that later this year, we'll be hosting a private multiplayer beta. This is just the beginning of a journey that we'll be taking with you all year. You're going to be hearing more from us more often with more information than ever as we reveal all the details we've got in store for you with Call of Duty World War II. And that starts right now. We've got a great lineup here today, ready to answer the questions that you've sent to us. In a few minutes, I'll be bringing up Michael and Glenn from the studio, as well as a few members of our cast. As you'll see, the team at Sledgehammer has poured their heart and soul into this game. No battle was too big, no detail was too small. From the painstaking historical research, to visiting each and every one of the game's real-life locations, to sweating the audio and visual details that get the era just right. The goal was to create the most immersive World War II universe ever. We wanted our long-standing fans to experience World War II like never before, and to introduce this historic conflict to a whole new generation of players along the way. So let's get right to it. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the creative process at the studio and a deeper look at what's coming in store with Call of Duty World War II.
Second World War goes beyond all boundaries in every category. We see more nations involved in a single conflict. We see casualties higher than ever before. Just a generation before, at the end of the First World War, the Great War, they didn't call it World War I because they expected that nothing like this would ever happen again. And a generation later, something happens that's even bigger and even worse in so many ways.
We have the honor of making this year's Call of Duty called World War II.
Our chance to tell the epic, gritty, visceral story of the world's greatest conflict.
There is a genuine interest in producing a product that is historically authentic.
Every part of this game has been researched and nuanced and studied and scanned and photographed. We really tried to get the respect and the details right of the game.
This is about ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
The brotherhood, the camaraderie, the guy next to me. That became the theme for our game.
On a personal level, honoring the story was crucial for us, and it was something we really committed to.
Our story weaves in and out of real historical events. We've gone to great pains to create those authentic battles. One of the biggest things we wanted to get across was a sense of camaraderie.
The people you serve side by side with, you develop bonds with those people.
Hopefully players will walk away from this story feeling like they really know these guys.
Welcome to the Bloody First.
And they care about them.
Art influences the game in a huge way. The lighting and the tonality and the colors. We want to be able to have the player feel something.
By creating a very believable environment, it allows the player to slip into this world.
The vision for the art direction we call dark and beautiful. It was emotionally dark, visually beautiful. More than just being cool and pretty, it's about trying to get people to have a deeper emotional reaction to the game.
Our modeling department is amazing. The weapons, vehicles, the tanks, even the cars you might see on a city street. The level of detail is just phenomenal.
It's a huge endeavor, but we have to stay true to the source material. We have to research and watch a lot of film, a lot of archive footage to see how combatants in World War II would behave. Sometimes the hardest things are the biggest payoffs. The combination of the model, the animation, and the audio creates that punchiness to the weapon.
We record everything. Every location we record in for the game. The ambiences, the music, the dialogue, everything has to be created from scratch. We had a real opportunity here to do a level of authenticity and reality, true to the war, true to the soldiers who fought in that war. We had this great opportunity with Marty Morgan, our military advisor. We spent a lot of time on a gun range with all of the authentic World War II weaponry.
It's critical to understand the absolute violence of the Second World War. It's critical to understand how weapons and firepower function.
This is a story that's bigger than all of us. This is a whole new generation who might not have a lot of experience with in this time period. I think this is a great opportunity to have them experience that and feel that.
We've made something pretty incredible, and I'm very proud of it.
It's perhaps the greatest compliment I've been paid in my career to work on this project.
This is the most powerful game I've ever worked on. It's very personal, it's very humbling.
You know, I've been making games for over 26 years. And I'll tell you, it's the best game we ever made.
And that is how you do a global reveal, because that's what it was, the global reveal of the new Call of Duty game, going back to World War II. I'm OJ Borgia at the BFI in London, the IMAX screen, the biggest screen in the United Kingdom, which seems a fitting place to have a game of such cinematic scope. Now, watching that trailer for the first time, like you, I was so hyped watching it, and I would be hyped if it was any Call of Duty game, but the fact that Call of Duty is going back to its roots, I mean, I need to just calm down just slightly, because I'm overhyped right now. But between the trailer and the video that we just saw, I am dying to know more about this game, and as I'm sure you are. That's why you've tuned into this live stream. So who do we talk to? Well, we talk to the people who made the game. That is Glenn and Michael from Sledgehammer Games. We're here right now. How excited are you guys right now?
Dude, after 2.5 years of sitting quiet, this is an incredible moment, so thanks.
It is just an exciting moment. Now, yeah. My heart's still racing. Hope the audience picks up on that.
Thank you.
It was a great trailer. My heart's still racing from it. It was gritty. We talked about the art direction in that documentary, which was dark and emotional. Do you know, it felt like what I would guess it would be like to be in World War II. Can you tell us a bit more then about the detail and the research that went into making this new Call of Duty?
Yeah, you know, getting World War II right is incredibly important to us. Many of us have family members that have been touched by the war, and paying attention to every detail is our way of honoring them. We spent 2.5 years researching, studying, taking thousands of photos, watching documentaries, and meeting with World War II veterans. We visited museums, driven vehicles, fired weapons, and used photogrammetry techniques to capture even the tiniest details.
Yeah, that's right. Look, we've gone to great lengths to follow in the footsteps of the soldiers of World War II. You know, in addition to Normandy, we literally traveled the routes of the 1st Infantry Division and other Allied units, from the English Channel to the hedgerows of northern France, through Luxembourg and Belgium and past the old city of Aachen, frankly, all the way to the Rhine. And it was great. We dug deep into the historical battle locations where many of the soldiers fought and sacrificed.
You talk about history, you talk about the accuracy. Am I right in thinking you had a historian working on this? In fact, we saw him, didn't we? In that mini-doc.
Yeah, we certainly did. Marty Morgan, amazing. He's a renowned World War II historian and author. He's been a huge part of the team. He's worked with us for the last 2 years, and he's frankly devoted his life to capturing the stories of soldiers on the front line. And so with him as a cornerstone of our research and a tremendous sort of asset to the team, he's really helped us capture the essence of war for fans.
Now, we only learned about this a couple of days ago. You'll have been sitting on this, I think Glenn said, for 2.5 years. Since the reveal, how are you feeling right now? What have those days been like?
Oh, my goodness. It has been really amazing. Unbelievable, frankly. And, yeah, the reaction's been really positive and warming, and really to all the hardworking developers at Sledgehammer Games back home and to everybody at Activision, it's really been great. And for Glenn and I, it's really humbling to have, you know, the opportunity to tell this incredible story of heroism, to honor the men and women who've sacrificed to bring around victory, and what really is history's greatest conflict.
And you know, the team back in Foster City is watching the stream right now, and a shout out to all of you, and thanks for your hard work.
Because I'm guessing it has been 2.5 years of hard work. Yeah. Really hard work. Now, we've got tons to discuss, more questions that are coming in from you. You can get in touch with us on our social channels. And if they say that no man fights alone, no man presents alone either, because alongside me is a YouTuber. I call him the Crown Prince of Zombies. That is Mr. Dalek JD, who I know is super hyped right now.
That is correct, OJ, and I mean, that introduction was beautiful, and I'm just so happy to be here, and he's exactly right. Since Friday, we've been taking in your questions about the game via Twitter, and the response has just been phenomenal, and there is still time to get your questions in if you haven't already. All you'll need to do is make sure that you tweet at Call of Duty, making sure you use that hashtag COD World War II. Now, we already have some tweets to kick off the show. We have at Cal's Tweetings, who says, "I'm so excited. I can't believe it. COD is going back to its roots."
See, there you go. That's what a lot of tweets are saying, that Call of Duty going back to its roots. But this is all about gameplay as well. How does it, going back to its root, translate to gameplay?
Yeah, Call of Duty World War II returns to that grounded, fast action gameplay that the franchise was built on. And for us, the core Call of Duty experience, like the conflict of World War II, really puts an emphasis now on rewarding gun skill and strategy. And with an all-new boots-on-the-ground experience that immerses players in the intense combat of World War II like never before, we're bringing some great new innovations too, you know, things that were designed to elevate the player experience, things we want to touch about, but we're going to save for a little bit later in the show.
We are indeed saving it for a little bit later on. Make sure you stay tuned to this live stream. There's lots of things coming up. But Dalek, how do you feel about that?
I'm extremely excited by the fact that it's been nearly 10 years since Call of Duty has been in the World War II era, and I mean, that in itself is just extremely exciting. And judging by you guys over on Twitter, it seems I'm not the only one. Loads of fans are expressing their excitement around the fact of us being able to experience World War II era weaponry. Fans like Games412412 who tweets in saying, "What kind of weapons will we be seeing in Call of Duty World War II?"
Well, the team worked to bring a wide variety of weapons, you know, from both the Allied and Axis forces to life. And for us, authenticity was key. So from the iconic ping of the empty M1 Garand to the power of the first assault rifle, the STG-44, these guns have a real weight to them that is really visceral. And it really, for me, brings me back to my fondest memories of playing Call of Duty with the fidelity now and the brilliance of what's only possible in the latest generation of gaming hardware. No automatic weapons symbolize the brutality of World War II more than the belt-fed MG42, which you'll see. terrifyingly powerful weapon. There's the bolt action rifles of World War II and the singular damage that they could inflict in combat, like the M1903. And equipped with scopes or iron sights, these weapons were frankly pretty precise. And of course, Glenn here with his .45 caliber grease gun, running around in spray and pray mode, you know.
Let's not start.
That just scratches the surface, frankly.
The king of spray and pray, eh? So Glenn, what did you enjoy most then about making a World War II game with the current hardware?
Yeah, good question. You know, I really love the detail we can bring to the game nowadays. The way the soldiers walked and talked, the music of the era, the different locations we researched as the big set pieces for iconic battles. In Normandy specifically, it's the emotions created by combining elements like the sound of the .50 caliber rounds hitting the front of the boat, the vehicles crashing into the shore, and taking cover behind the hedgehogs. In each case, we're targeting the most realistic gaming experience possible.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? That realistic experience, that visceral sound that goes on as well. Dalek, what else is the community wanting to know?
Well, Borg, we have a tweet in from It's Enigma for the Win, who wants to know what locations are we going to be fighting in?
Well, the game takes place entirely in the European theater, primarily between 1944 and 1945. And as you saw in the reveal trailer, players will storm the beaches of Normandy on D-Day, fight through the Hurtgen Forest, engage in urban combat through France and Belgium, and ultimately push towards Germany.
Yeah, that's right. And we want to showcase how ordinary men and women came together to accomplish the extraordinary. And while the story follows the 1st Infantry Division, we also fold in a story of diverse and global cast of characters like Major Crowley from the SOE. Now he's a UK intel officer who earns recognition for his heroism earlier in the war. He helps plan the Normandy landings and then coordinates with the French resistance activities.
Yeah, and while fighting through the German lines in France, players will be introduced to other great characters such as Rousseau, the powerful female leader of the French resistance who forms a close bond with all our cast members, cast of characters, as the story progresses. Throughout much of the campaign, though, you're going to play as Private Red Daniels, a young recruit who is seeing some of his first real action in the invasion of Normandy. He's joined by his best friend, Zussman, a Jewish-American private. You'll follow our squad across the European theater, and we're excited to say that a part of the cast is here today to talk more about the incredible journey.
They are indeed. We'll bring them up on stage in a second. Glenn, Michael, don't go anywhere because we will be talking to you later on with some more questions from the community. Keep them coming in. But please do give a warm welcome to Jonathan Tuck, who plays Red's best friend, Private Zussman. If we swap everyone out, let's swap everyone out here as we do this bit. And Jeffrey Pierce, who plays Lieutenant Turner. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. And it's great to have the cast in as well, because one of the great things about Call of Duty has been that. It's been the great storytelling that goes on. And we've got the 3 J's here right now. Josh, I know you've had a huge amount of passion from this game since day one, being part of this project. What most excited you?
Well, when I first heard about it, I sat with Brett and with Glenn, and they wouldn't even tell me what the game was at first because it was so confidential. And then, you know, they just told, you know, it was really about what the history of this was about and how much detail they wanted to pay to it. And as I really got to, you know, learn more about it and actually start working on the game, not only did they pay attention historically, but the writing was so incredibly good. I mean, it rivals anything that I've ever read, you know, as far as movie scripts. So, you know, it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and it turned out to be as much fun as any job I've ever had.
And as Eric said earlier on, the story of World War II touches a lot of people emotionally, and that was something you brought into your performance, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, again, who knew? I thought it was just going to be a good time playing, you know, getting to work on a video game, and it turns out that these, you know, some of the scene work we got to do in this game was amazing, and these characters are so well rounded, and you know, they were right. They really did pay a lot of attention to, you know, being historically accurate and making sure these characters were had a lot of depth.
And if we're talking about characters, tell me about your character, the guy you play.
Well, I don't know, boys. What was he? He's a bit of a dick. He's somebody who is obviously mission before man, and you know, it was something that was fun for me because I love playing the dick. I love playing the guy who everybody hates, and ultimately he has the dilemma about, you know, is it mission before man, or is it really man before mission? Because he connects to these guys by the end of this story, and that's really what drew me to it.
Well, if we're talking about that connection, what was it like then, Jeffrey, when you're working together, that brotherhood feeling, when you're capturing your performances?
Well, we've been working together for a year and a half at this point. Once a month, coming in, work 4 or 5 days. And I think we all bonded extraordinarily well. I mean, you don't mesh with people necessarily, but we walked into the room and felt like I'd known these guys for 10 years. And the work that we're being asked to do is of a scope of a massive feature film. And the storytelling, sort of where games are at now, what you can capture, the detail and performance. Story is as important as gameplay. And gameplay has always been seamless in Call of Duty, but this is like really getting to do work of a level that you would expect to do in a film.
And once you get past the, you know, the tight suit and the little reflector ping pong balls
you
and the
make
helmet
that work.
and the camera.
You really make
Once
that
you
work.
get past that, it feels like you're doing theater, I swear.
Yeah.
Because there's no, there's no coverage, there's no
Yeah,
close-up, so
yeah.
everybody is active the entire time in the motion capture or the PCAP sessions that we're doing, and it's an extraordinarily active, dynamic process where everybody is working the entire time. It's an exciting process to be a part of as an actor. The performances are so much more visceral. And it's so much more of an exciting process to be a part of.
And you're relying on everybody else to help you get where you need to get. It's a great experience.
Well, because that's something you said to me earlier. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but we met in the gym this morning. We bumped into each other. We were doing our mirror work, bumps and tons. And you said it was like being on stage, and it lent a whole new dimension to your performances. Because I think when you're doing TV or film, you can be off, can't you?
Oh yeah, I mean, Josh and I, this is our first video game. Jeff's done quite a few. We're used to just sitting back on our Apple boxes in between takes, letting other people get their shots, but for the first time, we really had to work. The entire scene.
I mean, up to this point, it was just, we just do our close-up and then let somebody else do the other side.
Exactly right.
Head off to the trailer.
Yeah, off to my trailer. Call me.
No, but I mean,
that's not it. I swear to God, that's not it.
18 months with these guys, I've gotten to see both their kids grow up. They've gotten to see my dog get bigger. We've seen other cast members, lose girlfriends, get girlfriends. So that camaraderie was very reflective of this group of regular people who are diverse in religion, in age, in geography, in color, and getting to see that group of people in World War II is, I think, a wholly unique part of this game that I think people will appreciate when they're playing.
When you scratch the surface, you find out that these guys, they're not fighting for bigger ideas than the love of the brothers around them and risking their lives, sacrificing themselves for each other. It's not about flag or country when the rubber meets the road. It's about caring for each other, and that serves the bigger whole. But the connection between the men and the women on the front lines is as powerful a bond as you could see anywhere.
Yeah, and one thing that I think is also really cool about this is that not only is it a kick-ass game, but because they spent so much time making this historically accurate, it's going to expose the whole World War II story to a whole new generation. And that's really, I'm really honored to be a part of this game for that reason. And the fact that I get to be in a video game, but the fact that it's, it is a visceral sort of thing. And I think that, anybody who isn't familiar with World War II is going to get a real feel for what it might have been like.
Because lots of people are writing articles about that at the moment, saying that this is how we get our history now. It's through this, and there's almost more empathy when you're fighting through an interactive character.
Well, there's 20 years since Saving Private Ryan. It's 10 years since Call of Duty had a World War II game. This is a whole new generation, and to speak to the pride that we've all felt making this game, it has been a true privilege to even watching this behind the scenes, to be able to share with the world the small role that we've gotten to play in bringing this game to fans and a whole new generation to understand World War II.
Yeah. Josh, you mentioned connections. Am I right in thinking that somebody who sat around on this stage right now got a punch in on you at some point during the film?
Well, he did. Like we were saying, it's usually one take. You get the one take right and you move on to the next scene. Well, he kept screwing it up and taking another. Can I get one more?
We had to get it right.
I just need one more.
Very important to get it right.
starting to wonder
authenticity.
if you...
We're back to visceral authenticity. And you can't, hit somebody who's 6'4" every day without repercussions. So I took my licks where I could.
I appreciate your dedication to the craft.
Yeah. I just don't like that take. Let's do it one more time. Come on, Iron Bar. We're actually watching on the screen right now. We're watching your characters. What is it like watching yourself back? Having gone there, we saw the punch. What is it like watching yourself back in a game at this point? Because obviously you've done TV, you've done films, but watching yourself in the game.
Well, it takes a while to adjust to this tight, suit that you're wearing. It's all colorful with these balls and the whole thing.
Who looked the best? Who looked the best in the suit?
Jonathan, for sure. He's been doing a lot of squats.
Heavy deadlifting. Heavy deadlifting makes the suit look nice.
Once you get past that, and once you start to see some of the results and some of the stuff that the guys are working on in Foster City and all over the world, I think I'm not sure where everybody's at, but again, thank you guys for all the work. But once you start to see what you're actually going to look like, it frees you up to really go for it, because you're not just in some silly suit. This is World War II, and this is some serious stuff.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a whole new freedom that you wouldn't otherwise have.
You can imagine your breath when when we're doing some of these winter scenes. You can squint at a fake sun and the volume, and those guys who have created this game build that in for you. So that freedom he's talking about, it's so exciting to explore.
And I think it sets it up for what Call of Duty is, which is great storytelling. But please put hands together for our cast who've come down here today. The 3 Js. Thank you so much. And all we're talking about there is the campaign. That's just all we're talking about there. Now, Doleg, I would guess you're still excited right now.
I mean, I think I'm just in a state of excitement. I can't really get out of it. That was awesome and very insightful to hear from the cast. Now, don't worry, we still have a lot of reactions and general tweets from the community to deliver to Glenn and Michael. We've got just a handful right here. We have Rob Stang, who says, I hope Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield give us at least a little tease of multiplayer during the reveal. Smiley face. Yeah. And at Woodworth Noah, and this is in all caps, by the way, this is going to be amazing. Loads of exclamation marks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, as I look through all the tweets, there is an enormous amount of questions revolving around multiplayer. Guys, what can you tell us about multiplayer today?
So there you go, the community has spoken. That's what lots of people are excited about. Michael, what can you tell us about multiplayer?
Oh my goodness, we have so much to share. Now, we can't show you a lot today, a lot of big stuff coming at E3, but first and foremost, we're talking boots on the ground combat. And, that well-balanced Call of Duty run-and-gun action in a brutal and visceral head-to-head conflict of World War II. So from maps to movement to weapons to melee, our goal was to give players an all-new boots-on-the-ground experience for World War II. And then a bunch of new stuff, right? We've got war, an asymmetrical Allied versus Axis mode where factions fight to capture or defend critical objectives. Now, this mode changes map design, strategy, teamwork, and we're really excited about its potential. We're also excited about Divisions. Divisions is a fundamentally new way to approach your Call of Duty multiplayer career, and it adds to the player immersion by allowing players to enlist in a specific unit of their choice. And finally, we have Headquarters. This is something special, everybody, at Sledgehammer Games, and it's the first of a kind for the Call of Duty community. It's really a living space where fans can connect, be rewarded, compete, show off, and have fun outside of matches. It's a transformation of how the community comes together, and we really want you to see it to understand it. So just a tiny peek here. Let's take a look.
That was a tiny peek.
That was a little tinier than I expected, OJ.
So when we see more? When we can see more of this?
Well, it's coming to E3, MP on the floor. For us, that's the first time Sledgehammer Games has been able to bring it to fans. Mm-hmm. Fans are coming to the conference. So it's going to be big. We're going to bring all that to you at E3.
That is going to be excellent.
Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. I'm sorry to interrupt. I mean, multiplayer sounds sensational, but after reading other people's questions, I want to ask one of my own. Now, I know that there may or may not be some sort of co-op mode within World War II. Now, I am quite a big Zombies fan, and there is a lot of people watching around the world that are also in the same boat as me. So we're all asking right here, right now, what can you tell us about this co-op mode?
Absolutely nothing. No. Sorry. Yeah, you know, our third mode is it's an entirely new story, and it's a pretty horrifying experience, sort of like your office. You know, for Michael and I, it's our first horror game in years, and we're really, really psyched about it. It's the story of the Third Reich's desperate attempt to create an army in the final stages of the war. We can't wait to share more. In fact, should we show a little something? Just a little tiny little peek.
Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! It's Dalek before makeup.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. Guys, I mean, this says very little, and normally I would be a little disappointed, but how can I be when, I mean, that just looks incredible. I would ask for more, but I'm probably going to get a no, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
At least I tried.
That is a Nazi zombie on the biggest cinema screen in the United Kingdom. And I think that is a fabulous way to end this first look at the Call of Duty World War II than that. It has been an absolute ton of fun, and it's been great having you guys here as well.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's been a pleasure. You know, our hearts are full being able to share with fans, and we hope fans are just as excited about Call of Duty World War II as we are to make it. Without a doubt, it really is the most personal and powerful game I've ever worked on, and I know we can speak for all the developers at Sledgehammer Games when I say that we're holding nothing back for November.
Yeah, and you know, our thanks again for the support. This game is for you, and I'm sure Michael would agree. We've talked about this before, that this is the best game we've ever made.
The best game.
The best
game.
Yes.
There you go. So thank you very much to Glenn and to Michael from Sledgehammer Games. It is going to be such a wait till November the 3rd, it really is. So stick it in your iCal, tattoo it to the inside of your eyelids. November the 3rd, that is when this new Call of Duty, going back to its root, is coming out. World War II with this game. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep in touch via the social channels. How should we leave it? The way we came in. Let's have another look at that trailer.
This day is set upon a mighty endeavor. Souls will be shaken with the violences of war. In this hour of great sacrifice, we shall prevail.
Get your head down and keep moving!
We are all that separates the world from darkness. The enemy is ruthless. We cannot, we must not fail.
Duty first.
Perez! Bumpy enough for you?
How many casualties? We executed the mission.
Get me the fuck out of here!
How many? We had orders!
Get to cover!
Lieutenant, tell them what we're all about.
No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great.
Welcome to the bloody first. You're a long way from Texas, farm boy.
Pre-order now and get access to the private beta.
Cool, boys. Excellent. Right. See you back at the hotel. Let's get to the rooftop bar.
And this is Dave.
Right, okay, thank you. Do you forget for a moment there?
Yeah, I wasn't sure, man. So, look, we've got 12 minutes. There is a countdown that's going on. We're going to wrap up everything that you've seen
11:49, 48. Come on,
hey.
Dave.
God, what happens when it gets to 0, man? And Holly's got a list of stuff that we're going to go through, we're going to chat through, and then we're going to get Glenn and Michael back on stage to answer a couple of our questions. So, Holly, kick us off, Holly. What's the number 1 on your list?
Okay, so this one kind of sounds a little bit daft, but with Call of Duty World War II, they have said that they haven't been able to make this before because it needed current-gen technology. They couldn't do it previously.
It certainly looks different. Dave and I are quite old, and we
Speak
remember
Come on, dude.
World War II games that we used to play on old systems. They did not look like this one.
I know. I
They
distinctly remember playing Call of Duties, like the first 4 in 4x3 through a SCART lead.
Yeah, very
so
close
like
to the
SD.
screen.
I mean HD. World War II. Come on, Dave. HD now. It's pretty exciting.
4K
I'm looking
soon,
forward
man.
to that.
Yeah, exactly. And like you were saying, it's very appropriate that we're here at the end. This screen is enormous. I hope they don't put our faces on it at any point, because that would be terrible for everybody. Yeah, it's really appropriate here. It's going to be a big cinematic experience. But it's also got a story, Holly, point number 2.
It does have a story. Yeah, we're actually going to be following Private Red Daniels.
The most American name ever.
It is the most American name ever because he is in the American army.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But however, there will be Allied soldiers as well, so you'll come across the French and the British.
Yeah, and it's a story about camaraderie. I picked up on that term a lot. Camaraderie.
Yeah, you I can't even say it. I say it wrong. I say camaraderie.
Well, you're saying it wrong.
Well,
It's
that's why I
camaraderie.
Definitely like the feel of it.
You like number 3.
Yes, or if you like, yeah, number 3.
Well, it's good. The journey is very much kind of 1945, 1944 through Europe from D-Day. It's the kind of, it's the classic. I think Band of Brothers is a big touching point for
landings in the trailer, which looks harrowing and horrible. And they've also spoken about the Battle of the Bulge, the liberation of Paris, and then I heard the Rhine was mentioned, and it
You were
ends
really taking notes,
in
man.
1945.
You were doing well.
I'm just saying, man. You know what else happened in
Dave's been
1945?
checking Wikipedia. He had a quick wiki before we came out here.
I'm so conscious of the numbers, Holly. These ones ticking down, and our next one, which is.
Right, we're going into the multiplayer stuff. We're starting with headquarters.
Yeah.
For me, I thought this was one of the coolest things. This is like a social space. So this is where you can almost come and hang out beforehand. I want to know a little bit more, and I think I'm going to try and push Glenn and Michael to give me a bit more later on as well.
Exactly. Imagine if we got the opportunity to actually ask them.
They said sneak peek, and it was like the sneakiest peek ever. I mean, it was like looking through a little crack in the door.
I actually missed it. Yeah,
you were writing
turned
notes
away.
at the time. But I mean, it's pretty amazing. That's like a completely new innovation for Call of Duty. So I don't know what that is going to mean.
Dude, it might be something that's like a Call of Duty online I'm good at now, just hanging out.
Well, that's the bit you're good at.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
really good at
social
multiplayer.
space.
Just hang out and chat to people and
Yeah,
make friends.
exactly. I'm really social.
You're really bad at making friends.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Dave. And also there were some new modes which have been announced. Holly, you have a line to tell us about. This is on point number 5. Divisions, right?
I will tell you my line about divisions. So this basically allows you to take on, funnily enough, different divisions. For example, you could take infantry, or you could take being in the armored division. However, it will impact your MP progression.
Yeah,
your
this is
multiplayer
such a
progression.
huge thing on Call of Duty, so it's really interesting that there's this like a mode that's going to kind of change the way that you progress through the online system. And there's another one, Dave, which has got my favourite. I have
liked this one.
I don't know how they came up with this name, but one of them's called War. New mode called War. Can you tell us, and what are the details on War, Holly?
I will tell you the details on war mode. This is narrative driven. So the idea here is the players take part in some of the iconic World War II battles, the Allied versus the Axis forces, but this time you're in teams and you're fighting for strategic objectives.
Right.
As soon as I heard strategy, man, I thought...
I'm thinking, big war room table, pushing around little
could be good at
guys,
that, yeah.
and then doing the battles for the greater good, your team.
So it's just great, but it is great that that there's new modes coming, there's new multiplayer experiences still coming out of Call of Duty. Yes. We need to move along though. We're talking about kind of online experiences, co-op mode. We tossed a coin. Who gets to say it?
Dave gets to say it.
Nazi zombies.
There we go. I
was sorry. I was overwhelmed by the moment then. Nazi zombies. Which, you all saw the art. Looks ridiculously hideous.
Horrible.
Like really, really horrible. And they've, again, just whet our appetites with that. So not a lot to say, but well, you know a little bit about the story, right, Holly?
Yeah, the idea is Third Reich, they're getting desperate, so they've turned to the crazy science, which has created Nazi zombies.
Yeah, it's the classic Nazi zombie story.
Nazi occultism.
Yeah.
Bad dudes. And we're gonna round out. Obviously, we're from PlayStation Access, so this is good news for us. The PlayStation relationship.
Thank you to the one person who walked, by the way, just saying that's really nice of
we
you.
can't see you because of the lights, but you're my favourite. And the PlayStation relationship continues for another year. Holly, what does that mean?
So we know the beta is coming, but we can tell you that you will be playing it first on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's right.
That's great.
There's some PlayStation fans in the audience.
Right, well, I guess we should kind of move on to the next bit. So that
Absolutely.
was our wrap-up. So in case for some reason you missed the live stream, this was kind of the wrap-up of everything that was shown and hopefully a little bit more. But I guess we should bring our guests out so we can grill them and try and get more information.
Brilliant to put some questions too. Let's welcome back onto stage Glenn and Michael from Sledgehammer. Hi, guys.
I'm going to touch.
Thank you.
Hide.
Hey, nice to meet
I think it was camaraderie.
Is it
was
camaraderie?
camaraderie.
Oh, dude. No, I've said that to
Oh,
thousands
this
of
is
people.
cool.
Was that
Touching.
right? I don't know.
That's for sure.
Oh, that's
Relax.
embarrassing. Oh, I'm going to have to change my
I
question.
don't have a pocket to put my hand in to look really relaxed.
So, guys, so that was an amazing presentation. Thank you so much for joining us back on stage. For people who watch our channel, it's not a Call of Duty kind of dominated channel, so we hear boots on the ground a lot, right? And I think anyone who follows Call of Duty knows exactly what that means. But for the tens of people out there who don't, could you just kind of give us a sense of what does that mean for Call of Duty, where it is now, and what does boots on the ground, going back to boots on the ground, mean?
Yeah, I mean, boots on the ground, classic Call of Duty, run and gun, fast action, strategic gameplay, right? It's what Call of Duty was born with and what we're bringing it back to.
Yeah.
So it's fun, it's fast, it's strategic, it's that great skill-based gunplay that made Call of Duty what it is today.
And it's also, I mean, one of the things that really struck me from your presentation, and I mentioned Band of Brothers on stage. I've actually been watching with my son. He's probably slightly too young to watch it, so I won't say how old he is, but it is very interesting to think that there's a generation of players out there who this is going to be their first kind of big media exposure to World War II, right? And that's something that you guys get to give them. So is that something that you guys as a studio have thought about a lot?
Yeah, you know, we knew there'd probably be 1-2 generations that haven't really watched Private Ryan, and it's been 10 years since the last World War II game with Call of Duty. So that was one of the reasons why we paid real attention to getting everything right and trying to really tell the story. And as we said earlier, it's about respect, you know, and so we want to make sure that they're not, if they do, you know, when they play the game, they learn something, and what they do learn will be correct. You know, it's still about having fun, but get the details right.
I can tell you, though, when we started this journey almost 3 years ago, it was really wanting to tell a really impactful narrative and a story, largely to ensure that this sort of conflict doesn't happen again. And as we dove in with a military historian and got to know the veterans and really researched, it was powerful for us because not only were we telling the story so that it would never happen again, but we're telling it because the people who fought in that war aren't here to tell it for themselves, right? And so there is a lot of honor and respect that we've put behind this. Everybody at the studio has put behind it because it's a...
we learned a lot. I mean, we learned so much, you know, digging really deep into it. And I think one of the other things is that in the last 20 years, a lot more information has gotten out. So, you know, we've got some details that, you know, may not have been around.
And guys, we talked a lot today about the the characters involved, and it obviously focuses around Red, but there's, dare I say, camaraderie or camaraderie. You know, there's a squad. There's a squad of men. Exactly, friendship. There's friendship between soldiers. Any chance we're going to be seeing any of the story told from any of their perspectives, or is this very much Red's story?
Well, it's Red's story, but it's also the story of the platoon and what they who and what they encounter. So we will have different characters. I mean, this is an international war, so and it's also a different time, right? So we have a lot of different characters in the game, and we talked about Rousseau earlier, and Zussman and Crowley, who's British. We also have we bump into an African American platoon that was there, and of course the way that they were treated is going to be shown in the game. And we don't really pull any punches in the game. We just try and tell the truth.
And, you know, and really across the whole game, single player, multiplayer, zombies. This is a global cast and a diverse cast, right? So there's heroes of the war from all over the globe. Nearly every country is involved in some way, and so women heroes, men heroes, you know, all kinds of diversity of opportunities to play characters throughout the World War II conflict, and that was important to us.
And Call of Duty is going back to World War II, which I know the whole world is very excited about, you know, where it all began. Was part of your process at all going back and looking at the, you know, the early Call of Duty games set in World War II, and if so, what were you looking for, and what did you learn from those?
Glenn and I have been making games for 20 plus years.
We remember them coming out.
And we were fans of the franchise before we were developers of the franchise, so it was a real honor to be given the opportunity as a studio. It was pretty humbling for Activision to give us a chance to bring it back to its roots. But we really wanted to tell our story, an original story. You know, the 1st Infantry, the fighting first 15,000 or 35,000 troops.
Yeah.
And we chose a squad of 12, so it's a very original and unique story that we bring to life in this game.
Cool. Now we have 1 minute, so there's one question I really want to ask, and that is about headquarters. So obviously,
you said you were going to grill us. Is this it?
Well, I've got a minute, so probably not.
Okay, good.
But can you really give us some kind of details? What do we do in this space? Now we've seen other online shooters with social spaces, and you can visit vendors, and you can interact with your friends. What are you actually bringing with headquarters?
Well, what I can tell you, E3 is going to be huge for us, right? But I will tell you, headquarters is a big deal. Headquarters is really a big innovation that we've put a lot of time into at the studio. We're calling it the off the front lines experience. There's so much great community of Call of Duty fans out there, and we want to provide a way for them to be rewarded, to compete, to be recognized, to show off, and to be social. So there'll be fun new things you can do only in headquarters. Uh-oh, I think I lost my mic.
Are you good?
And a bunch of ways to really engage in the community in ways you haven't done before.
Amazing. Well, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for coming back out and joining us.
Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you so much for watching at home, for being here. We really appreciate it. Very, very nerve-wracking. Now, you guys, we would really like it if you would stay tuned for the YouTube channel, because there's always more coming up. We're definitely seeing you guys at E3 now.
Certainly.
So you don't forget to join PlayStation Access, because there's going to be loads more coverage of Call of Duty World War II. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an incredible evening, and we look forward to see what you've got coming.
Yeah. Thanks to you, and thanks to everyone here.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been great.
The Second World War goes beyond all boundaries in every category. We see more nations involved in a single conflict. We see casualties higher than ever before. Just a generation before, at the end of the First World War, the Great War, they didn't call it World War I because they expected that nothing like this would ever happen again. And a generation later, something happens that's even bigger and even worse in so many ways.
We have the honor of making this year's Call of Duty called World War II.
Our chance to tell the epic, gritty, visceral story of the world's greatest conflict.
There is a genuine interest in producing a product that is historically authentic.
Every part of this game has been researched and nuanced and studied and scanned and photographed. We really tried to get the respect and the details right of the game.
This is about ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
The brotherhood, the camaraderie, the guy next to me. That became the theme for our game.
On a personal level, honoring the story was crucial for us, and it was something we really committed to.
Our story weaves in and out of real historical events. We've gone to great pains to create those authentic battles. One of the biggest things we wanted to get across was a sense of camaraderie.
The people you serve side by side with, you develop bonds with those people.
Hopefully players will walk away from this story feeling like they really know these guys.
Welcome to the Bloody First.
And they care about them.
Art influences the game in a huge way. The lighting and the tonality and the colors. We want to be able to have the player feel something.
By creating a very believable environment, it allows the player to slip into this world.
The vision for the art direction we call dark and beautiful. It was emotionally dark, visually beautiful. More than just being cool and pretty, it's about trying to get people to have a deeper emotional reaction to the game.
Our modeling department is amazing. The weapons, vehicles, the tanks, even the cars you might see on a city street. The level of detail is just phenomenal.
It's a huge endeavor, but we have to stay true to the source material. We have to research and watch a lot of film, a lot of archive footage to see how combatants in World War II would behave. Sometimes the hardest things are the biggest payoffs. The combination of the model, the animation, and the audio creates that punchiness to the weapon.
We record everything. Every location we record in for the game. The ambiences, the music, the dialogue, everything has to be created from scratch. We had a real opportunity here to do a level of authenticity and reality, true to the war, true to the soldiers who fought in that war. We had this great opportunity with Marty Morgan, our military advisor. We spent a lot of time on a gun range with all of the authentic World War II weaponry.
It's critical to understand the absolute violence of the Second World War. It's critical to understand how weapons and firepower function.
This is a story that's bigger than all of us. This is a whole new generation who might not have a lot of experience with this time period. I think this is a great opportunity to have them experience that and feel that.
We've made something pretty incredible, and I'm very proud of it.
It's perhaps the greatest compliment I've been paid in my career to work on this project.
This is the most powerful game I've ever worked on. It's very personal, it's very humbling.
You know, I've been making games for over 26 years. And I'll tell you, it's the best game we ever made.
Alright, so it looks like it's over. Let me go ahead and get Mega John's fucking ugly. Okay, let me pee again. And make sure to tell Frag's mom not to run in here and get help with putting her bra on before work. Laughing my ass off, that would be embarrassing. What's embarrassing is that I actually just read that shit on fucking stream. Good job there, Mega John. Anyway, we're going to be doing a live Empire Intel here in a couple seconds, as soon as Mega John fucking finishes beating the skin off his pecker. But, what do you guys think so far of the reveal? I mean, I don't have that true, like, hype feeling. I mean, I'm more of that I gotta see gameplay type person in order to go and say that I'm gonna be pre-ordering something. But, let me go ahead and freaking kill this. Well, let's do a triple cam, why not? Well, no, duo. We'll do a duo. As soon as Mega John finishes up over here. But, I mean, I'm more of a type of person that needs to see gameplay. You know, gameplay is a lot to me. That's what tells me, yo, Rican, you need to get this game. I mean, just seeing cutscenes and stuff like that, that's nothing. That's nothing because, yeah, the cutscenes can look outstanding, but the gameplay itself can probably look like shit. And considering the fact that they are making this for Xbox One, Xbox One S, Project Scorpio, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Slim, and PlayStation 4 Pro, you got to understand, they are going to be, you know, doing the upscale on Xbox One, Xbox One S, and then they're going to be doing the native 1080p, which, again, that's only an assumption because they haven't even said whether they're going to be doing native 4K in, you know, in Pro. So, I don't know. I'm waiting to see what's going to happen during E3 because that's when we're going to actually get real gameplay. And what the fuck is Megajohn doing over here? Let me pee again. Seriously, dude, it takes you that long to go to the bathroom and fucking pee. Yeah, gameplay is all that matters, Lewis, man. I gotta see it, gotta have it. I gotta know what I'm getting myself into. You know, you gotta think, over the last couple of years, starting with Advanced Warfare, we've been burned with Call of Duty games showing us all these epic cutscenes and stuff that's gonna be in the game. But, you know, they don't show us what we're actually going to be experiencing. Okay, let's go. All right, let me get this fucker up in here. Okay. Now I got to figure out why the call isn't going through right. See, this is why I didn't want to do this, Megajohn. Okay.
Well, it's still recording screen, so. Oh
right.
Shit, that's right. I gotta turn my video on, right?
Yeah, that would fucking help there. Well, Megajohn over there beating the skin off his dick like usual. Dude, seriously? Like, you don't need to put on makeup.
It says turn on video. I turned it on. There we go. Okay, now it's...
Can you remove the condom wrapper from your fucking webcam?
Yeah, why is it doing... Oh, you know what it did? Okay. This camera's not fucking working. Because the update's still fucking me.
Well, that's just fucking great.
Oh well, it's using the fucking laptop camera, so whatever.
Well, swap over, fucker.
Now, how would I do something like that?
By going to call settings, video, and then putting the right camera in.
Oh God. Bam. There we go. Save. Hey!
Hey, look, we got a clear fucking picture of that big ass zit on your fucking forehead. Good job.
Wait, I got a zit on there? Hold on. Is it? No, that's where my hat was, dude. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Don't bend over too far, dude. We don't want to see the fucking thunder stick in the background.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, so while you were over there beating the skin off your pecker, we were talking about, well, I was talking about the fact that I'm really not too hyped for this game because I need to personally see gameplay. Gameplay is what calls out to me. I mean, give us your thoughts on the reveal. I mean, what do you think about it?
Well, I thought it was okay. I'll tell you, just over the past couple of days, I've been getting a little bit of renewed faith. Just kind of looking at Sledgehammer, and I look back at Advanced Warfare, and I thought of, you know, when Advanced Warfare came out, I was hyped about it. You know, the graphics were great. I thought the gameplay was pretty good. I have a lot of faith in Sledgehammer. I do. This reveal, though, we didn't get to see much. We didn't get to see much. I wrote down literally 3 notes of things I wanted to talk about from the reveal. The war mode, divisions, and Nazi zombies. That's about it. You know, because we didn't see any gameplay, but those are the only 3 things that I've seen, and they didn't even show anything from those 3 things I want to talk about. So it was just a clusterfuck of let's get the actors in here and let's let them tell us the same thing that fucking T. Martin and Drifter and all those other guys told us when they took their studio trip to Infinity Ward last year. It's like, oh, we get in this fucking spandex and put balls on our face and get to shoot fake guns, and that was all it was, really.
Yeah, you actually have some experience with having balls on your face, don't
No, sir. No, sir.
Anyway,
No
so they did show us a little clip of what we could expect from multiplayer. Now, I mean, it was like maybe, 3 or 4 seconds where they showed what appeared to be a battlefield with, there could have been 32 on 32. I mean, what did you take from that?
Yeah, I think that's just a new mode called War Mode. That's either one of two things. That's either War Mode or that's the headquarters hangout area that they were talking about. That's one of two things.
So headquarters hangout, I mean, you're talking about like they're going to be doing something like that IMVU or whatever the hell that avatar shit is. I mean, you think there's going to be like avatars?
I think so. I think it's going to be, they're taking a cue from Destiny here, because Destiny had their little social areas in the game where it's just kind of like a lobby. You just walk around, you can go to a table and purchase new weapons in Destiny. I think that's how this is going to work out. It's going to be a social space like they have in Destiny where you can... they kind of already had that in Advanced Warfare. Remember, they had the firing range.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to take the place of the firing range. You can go and change your loadouts. You're walking around in a fully 3D modeled world. You see other people in there or anybody that you have in your party. Change your weapons, outfit your weapons, do a firing range, and then group up, lobby up, party up from there, and go to matchmaking and search for a game. Which to me sounds pretty cool, but I don't know how well that fits into Call of Duty. People just want to get in and play a quick game and get out. I don't know if that's going to be a mandatory thing to go into this little social space to queue up for a matchmaking lobby.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be more so of a social space. I think that's like a variant or a version of Ground War. Now, you have to think, with the slight success that Battlefield 1 has had over the last few months with the reveal and release of a World War I game and the large conquest lobbies, I mean, you got to think Activision is taking some of the successes that EA has seen and applied it towards them.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that, there is going to be some sort of tank gameplay, considering that they did do it before in the past in one of their games. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was World at War.
I think it was, because I skipped out on World at War pretty much the entire thing. And I remember seeing videos online, people showing tanks and stuff. So I think it was.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't feel that we're going to be seeing like tank warfare, but we are going to be seeing some sort of tank gameplay similar to what we see in Battlefield 1. And Alexis Michael is Hitler's team. They will turn to zombies. I don't know, man. The zombies mode is basically the only thing that kind of hyped it up for me. Ever since I started playing Killing Floor and games like The Forest and stuff like that, I've started to get more interested when it comes to zombies. I don't like the way Activision has done zombies in the past, except for Black Ops Zombies. I fucking love that one.
Yeah, Black Ops 1 Zombies. I loved it. Loved it. That was the last one I got into. Black Ops 2 Zombies. Like I was saying in the chat, it feels like they tried to make the whole thing an Easter egg, and I was excited for Black Ops 2 Zombies whenever they announced it. It's like, oh, you get on a bus and you go from different map to different map, but it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And it's all like, oh, everybody has to grab a piece of equipment and go build this and build that. Black Ops 1 Zombies, all we did, me and my friends, we would sit in a fucking corner. We'd go try to find the best place on Ascension and try to survive as long as we can. And that's what I miss about zombies.
Yeah.
Just trying to survive.
Well, it looks like Lobos United, maybe similar to operations from Battlefield 1. Well, what I feel that they're going to be using from Battlefield 1 as far as operations go, I think they're going to put that into campaign. Campaign is going to be similar to operations, considering the fact that in the reveal they did talk about that they were going to be using the 1944 to 1945 date range when it came to the game itself. So considering that they're using such a small time frame and they're only going to be concentrating on a European theater, you got to think they're going to be taking some of these battles and making them like a level system. So it's going to be similar to operations in Battlefield 1, where each operation is a map that you have to go through, and there's going to be challenges and things that you have to accomplish in order to finish that map. So we can see, you know, Normandy is the thing that they're pushing. That's the big one. It's Normandy. So we're going to see Normandy in an operation style game mode as far as campaign goes.
The beaches and
I think there's going to be a whole Easter egg of World War II in 1943. I wouldn't be surprised, Alexis. I really wouldn't. I mean, the whole game is going to be based on 44, 45 time frame. So for them to go into 1943 for an Easter egg, I can see it happening because there's still so much from the war that they're not including since they're limited to just that 1 year.
Yeah, and the zombies thing, we've already seen this kind of story from zombies before. If you look at the game Sniper Elite, they had the Zombie Army trilogy. 3 games put out about zombies. We're using that same game, and the whole basis of the story is the Germans are about to lose the war, so Dr. Deathshed, if that's what you want to call him, he comes up with an idea to make a bunch of fucking zombies. So that's how Zombie Army Trilogy got started. Is Hitler was about to lose the war, so he came up with a great idea to make a bunch of zombies and channel some dark demons or some shit. And so that story has already been done by another developer. It'd be interesting. I guess it'll be interesting to see what Activision says about it or what direction they take it in. But whenever I seen we've seen these leaks before, maybe just 2 or 3 days ago about there being a co-op mode, we were all led to believe that this is going to be a co-op campaign, not just another zombies.
Yeah, I mean, there is going to be a co-op campaign. Pink Arrow on the Twitch side, Halo Hoppers. I mean, dude, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with this game. There's going to be some sort of jetpacks in this game, because you got to think. And I mean, I know I'm going to get heat just for even saying that, especially from Red Rum, but you got to think a lot of the advancements in warfare and technology started in World War II, and believe it or not, it did come from the Nazis. The Nazis were at the pinnacle of technology. They created a lot of the stuff that we use today. And the reason why the US and UK and everybody else is taking credit for it is because, of course, we won the war, so all of those people defected and came to us. But a lot of the stuff that we see, I mean, Nazis were developing laser guns. Nazis were developing laser packs. They were looking for fucking time machines. They were looking to create time machines, back in World War II. So to see a double jumping fucking Nazi, I wouldn't be surprised. To see a boost jumping or a fucking jetpack Nazi, would not be surprised. Based on the past, I'm gonna see a fucking Nazi running around in a goddamn clown face mask, or a fucking Nazi doing a damn dab.
Right. That goes back. I had something to put on my notes about the social space. Really, that's just a place for you to show off all the shit you got out of supply drops. That's the only thing that's fucking gonna be good for right there.
Well,
so you can show off your fucking face mask, your new outfit that you pulled out of fucking $100 worth of supply drop openings or whatever the fuck they're gonna have in there.
So Alexis wants to know: do you think in DLC of Infinite Warfare is CP range? What's that? Alexis, you're gonna have to elaborate on that a little bit. Not understanding your question.
And yeah, Lobos, that is Dr. Deathshed is from Wolfenstein. I remember even the last one that I played. I didn't play the Old Blood that much. It was the one before that. The New Order. And they were making a bunch of Nazi super soldiers in that. So and apparently that was based on real information about this German doctor who was fucking testing all this shit out. So, hey man, they had a lot of fucking technology they were trying to push back then.
Yeah, they did. I mean, and that's what you have to understand. So as far as we might see a little like jetpack action when it comes to Call of Duty World War II. I mean, they were developing stuff like that during World War II.
Well, what's going to happen is you're going to get all these people that are used to Call of Duty from the last 3 years, and they're going to be like, it's not that great. Just like this year, whenever they put a Boots on the Ground playlist in Infinite Warfare, be like, yeah, I'm so used to this movement. We even heard it with Honor the Call. He even told us, like, look, I'm used to it now, and they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something to appease everybody, to a certain extent, and they'll put a playlist in there where everybody has fucking exosuits or double jumps or whatever the fuck.
Fucking flying tanks and shit, and oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put anything past Activision. Activision, they have a track record with making us believe that they're giving us exactly what we want, and then seriously shitting on us once the game gets released. You know, at least not on release day, but within months of release. We essentially get shit on. Now, what are some of the things that you guys definitely do not want to see in Call of Duty World War II? So while we wait for you guys to go ahead and type that in the chat, Megatron, you answer. What are some things that you definitely do not want to see?
Oh man, it would be easy to go with the supply drop route, but we know they're going to be there. I just, I don't want to see the jetpacks. I don't want to see that shit. The two biggest things are supply drops and double jumps and jetpacks. I don't want to see that shit at all. Those are my two biggest things that I don't want to see. I think at this point, I mean, damn, it's really hard to pin down. It's really hard for me to pin down.
All right, well, I'll tell you a couple of things that I definitely do not want to see when it comes to the future release of Call of Duty World War II. And these are going to be things that really dictate whether I get this game or not. So, for the first thing, I already know there's going to be supply drops. There's nothing we can do about it. It's in the fucking game. DLC's here. It's here to stay. It's never going to go anywhere. I mean, we're moving into a digital age if we have not moved into it already. So, that's going to be there. They're going to always have to drop more content to make more money because they're not going to make the money that they need straight off of DLC. So they're going to have a supply drop system. What I want to see, or what I don't want to see in supply drops, is fucking guns. And at least guns that are so OP that it changes the meta of the game. I don't want to see guns locked behind a fucking paywall. And that's something that we've been seeing. I mean, look, I can deal with variants. I can deal with that. Just don't put them in fucking supply drops. Don't make it to where I have to spend thousands and thousands of fucking dollars on a lottery system to possibly get a fucking gun. And all I end up with is fucking a Nigerian banana hammock. You know, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Don't fucking make me spend hundreds of fucking dollars on a goddamn fucking supply drop and you're giving me bullshit. Keep the guns out of the supply drop. Put skins in there. Put camos. Put anything you fucking want in there. Put dabs. I don't care. I don't care if a fucking Nazi zombie's fucking dropping a dab on me before he claws me to fucking death. Just don't stick fucking guns in supply drops. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever. If you want to make money off of it, sell the fucking guns in the store. I wouldn't mind paying anywhere from $2 to $5 for a fucking gun. I really wouldn't. Because it's a way for me to get it. I'm not gambling to fucking get it. Keep the fucking guns out the supply drops. And you got a fucking guy that's going to buy the fucking game. And you got to keep in mind, I do have 3 fucking consoles. So I'm buying 3 fucking games. So, hey, that's one thing.
Whatever you decide to give away, you'll be buying more than 3.
Exactly. I mean, it depends. I'm going to see what E3 actually has to offer. You know, if I'm excited from E3, then yeah, I may be looking at giving away anywhere from 2 to 5 copies. So you go, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. You know, drop a sub on our channel, and you know, stay tuned. But Lobos United says he does not want cartoon-like supply drop content and stupid outfits. Lobos, I can tell you right now, that shit is definitely fucking coming.
Well, I don't know, man. I don't think so. This is what gives me hope. Is you remember Advanced Warfare? They had probably one cartoon character skin and that was the gingerbread man.
No. They had the gingerbread man. They had the fucking Santa Claus outfit. There was a bunch of shit.
Well, maybe I skipped out on it too early.
Yeah, there was a bunch of shit, and the shit was all fucking colorful, and I mean, dude, shit that's not tactical at all. Then you have Black Ops 3, where it was supposed to be a tactical style game. I mean, I loved the concept when it first came out, but then you had all this other shit. Like, who the fuck fights in a water park?
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't. In fact, I didn't even know there was a gingerbread costume in Advanced Warfare until I seen Drifter's video on it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So that's how oblivious I was. It was probably
towards
later
the end.
on.
Yeah, it was towards the end
So-
of the life cycle that they actually came out with that gingerbread costume, and there was a bunch of like the fucking clown mask, the outfit. It was actually a full outfit that you can get.
Wow.
That dead ass. The first time I fucking saw it, I almost punched my goddamn monitor because I mean. It's not that I'm afraid of clowns. I just don't like the movie It. And when I saw that shit, I almost punched. Oh, dude, fucking It. We're gonna have to do an Empire Intel on that one. I mean, I know that's not gaming, but that new It, there's a whole story behind that I want to get into. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We do have a bunch more Empire Intels coming out. I think Megatron has about 4 or 5 different topics that you have to cover.
Yeah,
And,
we're gonna. Soon we're going to be talking about supply drops, not from Call of Duty, but from every
All
other
games.
fucking game.
all games. And yes, I know a lot of people have
and
been...
content like these motherfuckers right here that are being that are having content locked behind buying these figurines. Just all kinds of different ways that developers or publishers and developers are finding a way to get more money out of us to lock content behind different paywalls.
Well,
that's
one
the biggest
thing-
thing we want to touch on.
One thing that I noticed from a lot of the leaked information that we've been getting over the last couple of days is I did not see a version of Call of Duty World War II for the Switch.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to come to the Switch just because the Switch is a great console, but it's not going to keep up at all with what we have out here with the Xbox One, PS4, and now Scorpio and PS4 Pro. If
Well,
they
I
do
mean,
something,
you can't put PS4 Pro and Scorpio in the same fucking ballpark. I mean,
No, you can't, but they're still pushing technological boundaries that the Switch isn't even up to our current standards of Xbox One.
technical.
Well-
Okay, all right. Compared to Switch, yeah, they're pushing technological fucking boundaries. But
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, a lot of the stuff that they're using in Scorpio is really, dude. I could fucking build a PC for about $400. That's gonna blow that shit out the fucking water.
Yeah, but I mean, in the console space specifically, we haven't seen that.
No, I mean, we haven't.
And with the Switch being more of a handheld, I know Nintendo's marketing that as a console that you can take on the go, but let's just be honest, it's a handheld that you can plug into a TV. That's what it is.
What in the fuck did your cat just jump up on?
Oh, there's a box up there. There's a box I stick up for him.
Dude, I
He's
just
got to be
saw.
in the highest spot in the house.
Dude, your fucking cat just jumped up out of fucking nowhere, man. I fucking hate
Oh,
cats. You
yeah.
need to get rid of that
I
shit.
seen him on the stream. But one thing I do want to talk about is what they mentioned about divisions for multiplayer. It sounds like they're going to a skill rating, a skill tree.
No. See, what I took away from divisions that they're actually going to be bringing into World War II is similar to what we're seeing right now in Infinite Warfare with the missions, the mission teams. I think that's what they're talking about when it comes to divisions.
Yeah.
Because they said that you
yeah.
can enlist in divisions. And you got to think, when it comes to mission teams in Infinite Warfare, it's similar. It's a way to get more XP, a way to get more salvage. You have certain challenges within each mission team to accomplish in order to get that stuff. So I'm likening the divisions that they're talking about releasing in World War II. It's going to be similar to that. I think it's going to be the same thing as mission teams that we're seeing right now in Infinite Warfare.
Yeah,
Because-
that does make more sense. It does support the supply drop system better than a skill based progression system that you could see.
Exactly. I mean, come on, they gotta put a way in there if they're gonna put supply drops. Which I mean, not if they're going to put it, they're gonna have to go ahead and figure out a way to balance it out. And the only way to balance it out is, I mean, the way it's been working right now in Infinite Warfare. I personally don't have much experience with Infinite Warfare. I played it a little bit. Red Rum is the one that gives me all the intel and everything as far as Infinite Warfare goes, and based on what he's explained to me, is that with the mission teams you can get a shit ton of salvage by just grinding the game. So if there is going to be a supply, well, if there is going to be a balance of the supply drop system that's going to be coming to World War II, it's going to be through divisions. They're going to have some sort of in-game currency that you're going to be able to go ahead and go into the game, grind your fucking ass off in order to get a way to purchase these supply drops. And Divisions is going to give you that. Divisions is going to give you daily and weekly and monthly challenges that you can go on, and you can, you know, get all this extra stuff to buy supply drops. That's basically all it is.
Okay.
Now,
yeah, that makes a lot more sense because you know they got behind the scenes skill based matchmaking. I thought they were going to do something, go to the way Overwatch and Gears of War and those games are trying it with. You get a rating system and you can either climb up or go down, make it a more competitive. Or, I mean, they might do that also, like they did in Black Ops 2, where they had the what was that, the league play or whatever?
Yeah, league play.
That's something we haven't seen in a while. So
well, Lobo said they should allow you to pick different army divisions that would control different parts of the battlefield. Well, I think the way you're looking at it, Lobos, is that we're going to be seeing maps the size of Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. I don't think we're going to see stuff like that. And
well, unless they put it behind something like they did For Honor, where there's a map and whatever division you sign up for, it's a division that fights for that territory, and maybe a behind-the-scenes metagame, for example.
I mean, I could see them doing something similar to that, but Activision is more so that publisher that likes to set the standard. They don't like to copy. Even though technically we are seeing a copy right now of Battlefield 1, but, you know, they like to set the standard. I don't see them copying For Honor or the layout of the map system or the gameplay system from For Honor because it's already being done.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, it's a good idea to do something like that, Lobos, because it brings a different aspect to the game and a different functionality to the game, but I really don't see that happening. I don't. Not with Activision's track record.
Yeah, not with their track record, but man, I don't know. They got to do something big, man. They got to change shit up big time.
They need to fucking get away from that goddamn Quake engine. I've said that shit time and time again. That fucking engine is what causes most of the problems that we fucking deal with. It's either that or fucking do something with the servers. Because, dude, the mere fact that I have to go in there every goddamn year and port forward my fucking router to have an open NAT on any Call of Duty game is complete and utter fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I
should not have to do that shit.
About these are the ports you got to open for Call of Duty this year. It's like, oh god.
Exactly.
Again?
Did I have to fucking port Titanfall 2? No. Did I have to port fucking Battlefield 4? No. Battlefield 1? No.
It's just whatever ports you had to forward for Xbox Live in general, which is what the 3084 or whatever. There's only two or three different ports that Xbox Live suggests that you port forward, that you open up, and then pretty much every other game, except for Call of fucking Duty, works.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I mean, dude, even fucking PC games. I don't have to port my fucking router to play PC games. But for fucking Call of Duty, I have to go port forward my fucking router, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit because NAT type is what determines your gameplay experience. You know, when you go up the levels of NAT type from open to moderate to strict, you're going to see different types of gameplay. You're going to see different people.
You're going to get into a server with high pings just because those are the people you can connect to.
Exactly, you know, and then you're going to fucking end up in situations where you can't communicate with other players because, you know, you have a strict or moderate NAT type. And it's just, it's fucking ridiculous. They need to figure out where the hell they went wrong with these fucking servers and fix that shit.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time when I'm playing with my friend Crimsy. She's in Canada. She always has, and it's only on Call of Duty, she has a moderate NAT. And we'll since there's already a large gap in space between us, with me being in Texas and her being in Toronto, trying to find a game that's not laggy with both of us is fucking almost impossible. But we get on Overwatch, we got no problems with lag. We get on Battlefield or Titanfall, everything's fine. You know, it's...
I don't know. I don't know what it is that they do. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of their developers and stuff do concentrate on the game, and they concentrate on cutscenes and scripting and all of that stuff, trying to fix bugs in the fucking multiplayer. But come on, you seriously telling me that you don't have a fucking tech team that runs and supports your fucking servers to ensure proper connection for the gameplay?
Borico's not doing anything at work. Get him over there to the Activision centers, the server centers, and let him monitor that shit.
They need to update the server, or Lobos United said they need to update the servers and stop recycling their old shit. Exactly. And that's something that we've seen over the last couple of years. Every single year, around this time period, April, May, June, you start seeing Call of Duty servers go offline. You know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, you know, they just revealed the next season game, and you know, servers are packed again and we have a lot of people online. No. It's not that servers are packed. It's not that there's a lot of people online. They're shutting down servers in preparations for the next fucking game. So by them shutting down servers, it's taking that large play or that small player base and putting them into a smaller server pool. So it looks like the lobbies are getting filled. They're not. It's the same amount of fucking people, just less servers.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Borico, if you worked at a fucking Call of Duty server center, that shit would be lag free all the time. You'd make sure all them shits are up and running.
Lewis said the problem with that is that Activision will never do it if we continue to find our own little fixes. Why would they pay to fix their servers? I mean, damn, that's a good way to fucking put it. But the problem is, if we don't find these little fixes and deal with it ourselves for the time being, it makes these games unplayable. And I don't know about you, but as much as I fucking rage on a daily basis, regardless of what the fuck game I play, I still want to get on and play. And I want to ensure that while I'm playing, I have the best connection ever. So yeah, I'm going to go and do all those little fucking bullshit fixes to make sure that at least that's one less thing that I have to worry about.
Yeah, and Rican, you're part of the fucking problem. You buy this shit every fucking year, and they don't fix their shit, and people like you still buy it.
Really? Because how many fucking pre-orders have you done since this morning? Be honest. Be honest, because I know you have at least 6.
No, I don't have any yet. I'm going to put out a video saying I'm skipping Call of Duty this year. I'm not buying this shit, and then I'm going to go pre-order it like a month before it comes out.
No. I mean, I'm not going to say now that I'm going to skip it. I know I made the mistake last year of being fucking super hyped about that shit and fucking going out pre-ordering that shit, and then halfway through, I left the pre-orders for the giveaway. I left those alive, but I killed my personal pre-order and didn't even fucking get the game. I ended up getting the game like fucking, what, a month ago? And that was for my son.
Yeah, well, it was like January, February, sometime around there, I think.
Yeah, so I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm definitely going to get it. I'm going to wait until E3 to make that decision. And again, if you guys on Twitch and on YouTube, if you guys want to see me do a giveaway right now, fuck it, I'll do a giveaway. You know, because it's what you guys want. So if you guys want to give away THoG Empire, we'll host a giveaway for either, you know, from 2 to 5 games. You know, just depends on how many people we get that want to enter into the giveaway. So if you guys want to give away, just let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. We'll go ahead and set something up. SoyC69 on Twitch. They make more money on microtransactions. There's no excuse for the servers. Exactly. That is my point exactly. There is so much money that Activision is fucking making right now. There's no excuse. None at all.
Not one bit.
Lobos United. The problem is even porting and fixes. We still run into lag issues and problem finding. Yeah. We still see it every fucking day. Every day. We still get kicked from servers. We still have disconnects from parties, and then having to fucking constantly restart the goddamn game. Holy shit.
And that's another issue with not everybody knows how to port forward. They just want to get in, put the game in, and play. So a lot of the people that are out there don't even know there's an issue with the ports or why they're getting lag or whatever the fuck.
Officer Marius? What do you mean link? Are you talking about links to the giveaway? I haven't set one up yet. if you guys actually, let me create a vote on Twitter right now, and I'll have you guys. I'll put a link to that in the chat here in a second. Just give me a second. Let me go ahead and create a vote. Should we do a giveaway?
Like, I know probably, for example, I'm more than likely going to end up getting it this year.
Oh, hang on a second.
Like, you know. My dad loves World War II shooters, so he's going to...
Unknown Guy, thank you for that sub on YouTube. Bear with me 1 second. Let me put that global source in here. That way it'll pop up on screen. Global source... Stream Warrior. Boom. Let me put that right here in the middle.
Woo!
Alright, so now we'll have bouncing boobies right next to our heads in the stream every time somebody subs.
But yeah, my dad, that's the reason I got it last year. My dad loves his campaigns in Call of Duty. And even he was disappointed with Infinite Warfare. I remember he sent me a message on Xbox Live right after he played it. He's like, "Are you serious? This is the best they could fucking do?" I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, that's it." And he loves his fucking World War II shooter, so I know he's going to go ahead and pick it up. So since we account share, then I'm going to end up getting it. So I guess I can't really put out a video saying like, "No, I'm not going to get it. I'm fucking boycotting." And then it shows up in my fucking ready to download list. I'm like, damn it, I couldn't boycott it this year. Fuck me. Let's do a review on this shit and give it a 5 so people can say, "It went back to World War II. You're the only one that doesn't like it."
Alright, so I'm going to run this poll for 5 days. 5 days. Should we do a giveaway for hashtag Call of Duty World War II, hashtag COD 2017? Poll's going to be running for 5 days. Let me go ahead and get the link to that. Copy link to tweet. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in here. And you guys can go ahead, hit us up on Twitter. Hit that follow button. Go ahead and drop your vote. Let me know, should we do a giveaway for Call of Duty 2017? Oh, you want a link to the YouTube channel? Oh, that's too easy.
Clan Wars, yeah, Lobos. That was the Ghost days that I think I didn't really play Ghost, but my friends that hadn't moved over to Xbox One yet, they were still playing on 360. They went hard on Clan Wars. That's the hardest I've ever seen them go in any kind of a clan system.
Yeah.
Like I would be asking them to play Titanfall 2 Titanfall 1 or something on the weekends because I bought it on 360. Like, no, we got Clan Wars this weekend. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this shit? So I missed out on all that shit.
No, I actually miss Clan Wars. I mean, because of Clan Wars, it's actually what helped THoG Empire grow. You know, because we went out there on the grind looking for people and trying to get people to join the clan so that whenever we did Clan Wars, we would go ahead and level up. And I mean, we were Platinum Division for a while. Or was it Platinum or Diamond? Whatever the hell the highest division was, we were in that for a while.
Oh, so you think you're good, huh?
Hell yeah, I think I'm good. Let me tweet out to Customs Controller. Please retweet. Forgot to tag. LOL.
The good old Clan Wars.
Yep, Clan Wars.
Got a battle for that clan, baby.
All right, Officer Marius, gotta go by. All right, thanks for stopping by, Officer Man. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. You know, it'll pop up on stream. It won't be boobies, but it'll pop up on stream. Soyc69, what do you think we will grin for in World War II? They didn't have cheesy outfits and no camos back then. Oh, grind for.
Oh,
all right.
Well,
what do you
they'll
think
find
we will
something
grind
for us to grind for. That's for sure.
Well, there's gonna be definitely a prestige system in the game. I mean, that's something you definitely have to understand. There's gonna be a prestige system in every game. More than likely weapons. There's gonna be weapons. They're gonna have weapon drops and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. Lobos United. I'm sorry.
Well, it's kind of like if you look at today, whenever Modern Warfare Remastered came out and they added all these damn weapon skins to it, then you don't see people running around with blue weapon skins on a battlefield or red or pink or whatever the fuck or gold. So yeah, they'll. And the same thing with Battlefield 1. You know, they found a way to put skins into that game. Now, I like the way Battlefield 1 did it and how they kept it somewhat realistic. So if World War II, if Call of Duty World War II does keep it realistic, I'll have no problem with it. But I just don't have any faith in them to not do some stupid shit, not put some funky colors and shit like that, because when you look at the player base and the people on YouTube that go and sub to people like fucking Pro Gamer J or Exility, that's the people in this game, or the people that want stupid shit like that in it, you know?
Show for Games Curry, thanks for that sub on YouTube, really appreciate it. Let's see here. Honor the Call actually reached out to us on Twitter just now. Said we would love to handle it over at Verified Giveaway. Oh, okay. So this is that is this that Twitter that makes sure that it's real giveaways?
Yeah. Yep.
I wouldn't mind putting it on there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting it on there. I got nothing to hide. I don't fake my shit. So the way I see it, if people want to go ahead and say, hey, I won Rican shit or I won THoG Empire shit, it's up to you. But if someone says, yo, don't shout me out, I won't shout them out. But anyway, yeah, honor the call. If you are watching right now, I will definitely hit you up for the @verified giveaway. You guys can go ahead and monitor for me. But as long as you guys go ahead and push that info out there, but like, yo, hit up Rican, THoG Empire. Make sure you guys follow them. They're doing a real giveaway that you will see who wins.
That's right. There's going to be no fucking empty boxes sent to you, that's for sure.
Oh, hell no. Fuck that shit. There's not going to be a truckload of fucking empty Call of Duty World War II fucking boxes either.
No.
I miss attachments in Battlefield 1 from Lobos United. Oh, my God. Dude, you're preaching to the fucking choir. I went back to Battlefield 4 the other day, and holy shit. I felt like I was drowning with all the customizations.
All the different options there.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I was fucking drunk. I didn't know what weapon to use, what attachments to use. I spent so much time in the fucking creative class that it was insane. I spent more time there than I actually did playing the fucking game. And I think that's something that we could have expected in Battlefield 1, that there was going to be a lack of attachments or modifications that you can do to weapons. Because, I mean, you got to think, it is World War I. Yeah, World War I did see a lot of modifications by individual soldiers for their weapons, but is that something that we would have seen in game? No, definitely not. So
that's the one thing about Battlefield 1 that gets me, is because, you know, they got 3 or 4 of the same weapon with just different attachments on it, which make it handle. It's like, man, I really wanted to kit out this weapon just the way that I would have done it on the battlefield, you know? But I think we'll see that. We'll see a little bit of customization from World War II.
Oh, yeah.
How much, I don't know. But
yeah, SoyC69, there's no way they're leaving out supply drops. Too much money to be made. Yeah, SoyC. We touched on that a couple of times. You know, supply drops ain't going nowhere. We're not going to see that go anywhere. Way too much money. The way Mega John actually put it in one of his videos, even if the entire player base, and you got to think, what, 200,000, 300,000 people?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, 200,000, we'll say 200,000 on the low side. Even if 200,000 people all spent just $5 on the fucking game, that's just $1 million that they made off the supply drops alone.
Yeah.
So, way too much money.
I went down that path too. Whenever I would buy something for Overwatch or some other game, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy, you know, the smallest pack, and you know, I'm not really contributing to the problem. Well, yeah, I am, because you got to look at the total number of people playing it, and if they all had the same mentality that I got, then these publishers are seeing it as a positive business proposition. They're putting more money in their pocket, so keep it in there, you know.
Yeah.
But then you got other fuck sticks that are doing fucking $100 openings on YouTube. And
okay. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers are not spending their own goddamn money doing it. It's already been fucking revealed and exposed that all these big fucking YouTubers that are doing that shit are receiving the fucking supply drops free from Activision.
Okay. But even if they are, even if every one of them are, of course, that's trickling down to the people that are watching their content, and they're saying, well, look, they're getting all this shit out of these boxes.
Yeah.
So then that seeps into their minds, like, okay, well, I'm going to go buy a $50 box, or I'm going to go spend $25 on it. So it's the whole trickle-down effect.
Exactly. Kittenson, personally, I will hope they don't add stupid insane camos on the new COD. I guarantee you there will be a fucking rainbow outfit in that game. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. We saw it in fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands, a fucking llama bike that farts rainbows. I guarantee you there's going to be some kind of fucking gun in fucking World War II, Call of Duty World War II, that when you shoot the shit, a puff of fucking rainbow smoke comes out.
Oh, Lord. and they might not add it right off the bat. They might do the Infinite Warfare.
Oh, they're going to wait. They're going to fucking wait.
Yeah, they'll wait a little while, and everybody will be all hyped up. Man, hey, we got all their fucking money. Let's hit them with the stupid shit right now.
They're going to fucking reel you in for the first fucking 2 months. Yeah, this fucking game is epic, dude. The fucking weapon's insane. Balancing's fucking insane. And then all of a sudden, you're going to get that fucking Battlefield 1 Grenade 2.0 fucking patch. Where they fucking go and nerf all the good shit. And they buff all the fucking bullshit, and they stick all the bullshit inside of fucking supply drops, and you get fucking rainbow farting fucking guns, fucking rainbow outfits and shit. It's gonna be insane, dude. Like 2 months in, I guarantee, I'm calling it right fucking now. Quote Rican. 2 months in, we're gonna get fucked. Yep. Plain and simple.
A new patch came out, added 500 new supply drop items. There you go. Have fun.
Kittenson on Twitch. I swear to fuck, if World War II has a rainbow camo, I'll be slightly fucking annoyed. Okay, slightly annoyed. Lewis, supply drops equal cash cow. Monster, supply drops equal makeup for loss of game copy sales. I don't think they're going to have that loss this year, Monster. From what I'm seeing on my fucking tweet deck, I'm actually, I have it set up to where I can see the hashtag COD World War II and hashtag COD 2017. That shit will not stop fucking moving. I seriously can't fucking see any of the goddamn tweets.
Everybody's so excited about going back to World War II that they're just going to go fucking stupid. You know, they're going to forget everything else and just say, bam, I'm going to buy this game. I'm not getting another boost jumping game, so I'm in.
All right, hang on a second.
They hit it, they're gonna be like, "What?"
I'll
Supply
start it
drops?
before, but announce winner the day the game comes out. Well, we'll say day before. Day before. Well, how long does Amazon take to ship? It's 2 days, right? All right. So we'll say 1 week. 1 week before.
Whenever they decide to fucking ship it.
Amazon takes 2 days to ship. Ship, not shit.
Yeah, you don't want to ship.
They want digital, then they will get copy day of release. Sorry, streaming right now. Can give more details later. Alright. So, let me take a quick look here.
That has Activision stamped on the side that kills you in one shot out of nowhere.
Alright, so
They would call that the T-Martin game. The T-Martin gun.
Yeah, Soicy69 on Twitch says, LOL, I like the camos, but I like the authenticity at the same time. I do agree with that. If they can come out with variations of the uniforms that we know from World War II that you can go ahead and grind for, that would be great. I think what these games is missing right now is authenticity. They need to go back to the authenticity of the time period that they're talking about. Dude, are you monitoring Twitch and YouTube?
Just the YouTube.
All right. Well, you need to fucking monitor both. That way you can help me read the chat. It's just me talking, fucker. Let's see. Tuck from Mark. All we waited was news about multiplayer, and they didn't give us anything. You have to understand, multiplayer for the last, 4 years? 5 years? Always E3. Always in June. Soicy69, I want normal zombies this time. I don't want to use my brain. I just want to mow shit down. LOL. I'm just assuming what you said. So, yeah. Mega John, you give us a little bit of fucking intel on that shit. Your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts is I want the same thing, because World at War, I didn't really play a whole lot. I'll tell you, back at that time, I was pissed off that we were going back to World War II. I was really pissed off because we just came off of Modern Warfare 2, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I said, fucking Treyarch, they gave us Call of Duty 3 and it sucked, and they don't want to get out of World War II. I didn't know the whole story behind it, but everybody was raving about Nazi zombies, and I rented it and tried it and didn't really like it. But when Black Ops 1 rolled around and they put those maps in there, and it was just with the base maps, or even with something like Ascension whenever it came out as DLC, that's all it was. There was just go and see how long you can survive, check the leaderboards. When you get up to the 30s or 40s and you feel like, you've just put 2 hours in here trying to survive, you're climbing up the leaderboards, that was fucking great.
Yeah.
And then later on in Black Ops 1, the zombies, they started putting Easter eggs, and they were even fun back then, but, just to get an achievement or something. But the whole world, the whole game mode didn't revolve around these fucking Easter eggs back then.
Yeah.
That's where it is, when it started putting Easter eggs and you had to go collect this, collect that, and do you have this, or where do we find this? Well, it spawned at a different location this time around, so do we go and open this door to go and look for this random fucking part over here? Fuck that, dude. Let me just get in a corner and shoot shit and find the fucking mystery box and see if I can get a good gun out of that shit. That's the only thing I want to chase around, is a fucking mystery box. That's it.
Yeah. All right, Kittenson on Twitch. Honestly, your best bet to get what you need is to make a new Modern War game with a fake war you created. It gives you plenty of room to alter what you need and stray away from history, which has restrictions. But no more future. It's just not what majority of the population is after. It seems we want to be closer to our own time period. Kittenson, gotta tell you, you hit the nail on the head. But also, unfortunately, been done before. You got to look at all the different games that we've seen ever since Black Ops 1. I think Black Ops 1 is the last game to cover something that we could call real. Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, every game after that, Ghost, has covered a fictional conflict. And yeah, it gave them the opportunity to go ahead and use their imagination to create something that we've never seen before. And it gave them an opportunity to create more content, more weapons, stuff that was not realistic because the setting of the game was not realistic, but it left the door way too wide open. And that's how we ended up with Advanced Warfare. That's how we ended up with Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 3, because they opened the doorway with all those fictional wars. They were testing the waters with those games. And when they saw that the waters were just fine, they fucking dropped Advanced Warfare on us. And that's where it went to shit. Do we want fictional? Not necessarily. Do we want to go back to World War II? Again, not necessarily, because it's been done to fucking death. Megajon, you said it best. How many times?
Let's see, 3, 4. This will be the 5th World War II Call of Duty game. If you don't count all the little spin-offs that...
Hold the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just start following me on Twitch?
Yeah, I did.
Motherfucker, we've been fucking working together since September of last motherfucking year, and you just now, April 26, 2017, just followed me on fucking Twitch.
I don't know why I wasn't followed. Why I wasn't following you? I think because every time I looked up, I was looking for THoG Empire, not THoG Rican.
All right, Soyc69 Rican. How do you think they will compensate the pace in World War II? People are used to fast pace now, and the older CODs feel slow. Thoughts? That's a very, very good question. I mean, you got to think. Call of Duty World League, all of those pro players, they're used to fast paced, in your fucking face, double jumping, wall running, boost sliding fucking gameplay. What the fuck are we gonna be seeing now?
Yeah, I said it in a video, I think it was over the summer. I said, well, what they need to do is, people are so used to that shit now that a lot of people might not like it. I think I was saying that whenever Infinite Warfare came out with Modern Warfare Remastered. It's a completely different fucking game.
Yeah.
But I could see if you could slide if you could slide to behind cover or something like that, or if you could shoot while clambering over cover, it wouldn't be as big of a jolt. I don't think. So, if they kept a little bit of the movement, a little bit of the pacing, I think it'll be fine. But all these fucking FaZe Clan 360 no-scopers are going to be fucked.
Well, I can
gotta
actually
climb up
see...
to the top of this building to 360 fucking spin shot these motherfuckers? Fuck that.
I mean, I could definitely see quick scoping making a huge comeback. So Massacre's going to be fucking thrilled with that. Mongo, fucking... Dude, I'm telling you, these guys must be beating the skin off their dicks right now. But as far as competitiveness and those guys trying to adjust to the speed of the game, I think Call of Duty World League is actually going to take more of a tactical mindset now. We're going to see callouts the way they are made in Battlefield. We're going to see teamwork and gameplay similar to what we should be seeing in Battlefield. Not this bullshit that we're seeing now. But we're going to see something similar.
We're going to see camping in pubs.
Yes. Yes. We're seeing it now in Modern Warfare Remastered. Motherfuckers that are just straight up head glitching. That shit is running fucking rampant right now. I can't deal with that shit, which is why I don't fucking play Modern Warfare Remastered, because of the amount of camping in the game. That is something that is going to make a huge comeback. My emblem is going to go back to saying stop camping. But we're going to see that in Call of Duty World League. There's going to be a shit ton of fucking tactical gameplay, and again, a shit ton of camping.
Yep, that's what it's going to be, but... That's why it took me so long to get back into Modern Warfare Remastered, because I too was used to being able to, sprint around the map and be able to pull out my gun right after a sprint, and you can't do that shit anymore. So I was like, damn, and I would always get killed by somebody that was standing still, so I started slowing down my gameplay, and I started seeing better results, and then I would go play Infinite Warfare, jump all over the fucking place, come back to Modern Warfare and try the same shit again, get fucking destroyed right off the bat.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Lewis couldn't find me on Twitch, so I just threw the link in the chat. Go ahead and follow me on Twitch if you guys want. But I do my restream, so that's why you guys are actually seeing Empire Intel on Twitch and YouTube.
See, you're talking shit about me. That's your own fucking blood right there. And he's still not following you on Twitch.
Oh, fuck him. I don't worry about whether he follows me or not. Nah, I love him to death. I mean, there's just too much of him to not fucking love that fat some bitch. Oh, God. Dude, I'm gonna get fucking cursed out so bad tonight. All right, Monster, Mega John, you want to take this one?
They're gonna have to make them. Okay, they are gonna have to make the maps better to compensate for all the futuristic boost lunge wall run type shit. Which, yeah, they're gonna have to put. There's gonna be a lot more cover in these maps than what we've had recently, and it's going to play more to that tactical style, and people like Rican are going to see people playing slow and call them campers and get pissed off and quit playing. Yes, that's how it's going to be.
Did you just say Rican camps?
No, I said you're going to get pissed off at everybody playing slow and you're going to call them all campers and quit playing. You're gonna
Hell yeah, everyone's a fucking camper. Fuck that shit.
You're going to break the monitor. Again, your wife's going to have to buy you a new monitor, and yeah.
No, I'm telling you, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I could never be a fucking game developer. I'd be that motherfucker to put some random shit into a fucking game. You're standing in a spot for more than 2 fucking seconds? No problem. You get a pink dick emblem for the next fucking 10 matches. Oh, you want to fucking go to that same spot again? No problem. You done lost your fucking weapon. You get a goddamn fucking pink dildo to bash people on the fucking head in. Now you got to run around the fucking map. Run around with a big flopping fucking pink dildo for the next fucking 50 goddamn games. Oh, you want to camp again? You're running around. Your character's a dick. Fuck it.
Your character's a dick. I figured you would have just made the map just fucking flat with no walls, no nothing. Everybody just
fuck
spawns
that
right
shit.
across from each other like it's the Wild West and shoot.
Nope, fuck that shit. Everyone's gonna be a fucking big pink fucking dildo. Your clan tag, a fucking rainbow clan tag that says pussy. That's what the fuck is gonna be. Your fucking emblem's gonna be auto change. Fucking camping corners like prostitute. That's exactly what that shit's gonna fucking. I could never be a game developer, dude. People would fucking hate me if I made a fucking game.
I kind of want to start a fucking Indiegogo or something, or a GoFundMe for you to develop a game now, because I want to see that shit.
Kittenson, all right, man. Gonna head out. Made some good points. I'll have to keep in mind. Got it. All right, no problem, Kittenson, man. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Let's see here. Monster's cracking up over there. Let me just take a quick look at Twitter here. Uh-oh. Got another Lobos United. Thanks for that follow on Twitch. Sergeant Peanut Butter, thanks for that follow on Twitch. I forgot to give you that quick shout out. You didn't have Twitch? Okay. All right. Well, I give you that, Lewis. I give you that.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody that's just joining us right now on YouTube, on Twitch, we are currently discussing Call of Duty World War II based on what we saw. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Gotta wait for the music to stop. Monster, thanks for that sub on YouTube. Everybody just got a taste of boobies. Love it. But anyway, based on the gameplay reveal that we just saw, well, not gameplay, campaign cinematic that we just viewed, we are giving our thoughts on the upcoming release of Call of Duty World War II. I am currently on Twitter taking your thoughts on whether we should do a giveaway for Call of Duty World War II, even though I have not decided whether I'm going to be getting the game for myself or not. So far, we have 15 votes. All 15 are saying yes. I will go ahead and put the link into the chats again so that you guys can go ahead and hit us up on Twitter and vote for yourselves.
Yeah. So, Monster, in games, the first game I got into that actually had an in-game was Destiny. And
I'm lost. End games. Explain.
In game, after you beat the game, you've already done everything there is. You go back and you play the same content over and over again while still progressing your character. That's how it was with Destiny. There was, after you beat all the story missions, there was still so much shit out there to find as far as weapons, armor, raids, different strike missions. I'm not totally against it, but there has to be a constant flow of in-game content coming out. Destiny and The Division, those were two games I played a lot of in-game content, but it was all the same shit. And eventually, after a while, it just got boring to me. I mean, you can only do the same mission, fucking 10 times a day trying to grind out some more fucking coins or whatever you need to upgrade a gun or to find a gun before you just get tired of the shit. So I'm not as big on in-games anymore as I was even a year ago.
Now, as far as me with in-games, I have zero experience with it. So honestly, I couldn't even put my 2 cents into that shit.
Oh,
nukes and Moabs, which isn't an... Okay, I get it, Monster. And yes, they did not confirm it during the reveal stream today, but it was leaked that there will be a 27 kill streak where it's actually going to be called, well, as of now, it's possibly just a placeholder, but it's going to be called the Enola Gay. And it's going to be an endgame. You drop the fucking nuke, that's the end of the game. That right aspect, there...
I'm out.
I'm in. I'm in. I've dropped DNAs in Advanced Warfare. It sucks. Fucking savage giraffe dick. When you finally get a fucking DNA and the entire enemy team backs the fuck out before that shit actually fucking drops. And then the game fucking continues after that with 2 people on the other team. Fuck that shit. The way I see it, once this dude fucking got 27 kills, lock the goddamn lobby. Nobody can fucking back out. Lock the lobby, drop the nuke, end the game. That's it.
Yeah, I'm against it because that's going to feed right into the fucking camping. You're going to have White Boy 7th Street coming back saying he got the fastest fucking nuke or whatever that bullshit is while sitting in a fucking corner with fucking Danger Close and all this other bullshit on to help out his camping game. No, I'm not down with that.
I'm telling you guys, when I was ranked number 27th in the world and I had, the world's fastest fucking nuke back in World at War, bitch, how many fucking games came out after World at War? How many?
God.
I mean, dude, you're not fucking relevant.
6.
You're talking about a fucking game that, I mean, dude, there's like 8 or 9 games that came out after that shit. Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck you. Number 27, ranked 27 in the world. Bitch, ranked number 1, then talk shit.
Yeah.
Hope they have player kill streaks instead of point streaks. Nope. Confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but leaked that it's going to be similar to score streaks. Actually, let me pull this information up here for you.
Well, in fact, I'm more comfortable with score streaks because I suck and I like capturing the point, taking the objective, getting an assist, or,
All right, I do apologize to everyone on stream right now. You will lose Mega John's ugly fucking face here while I go ahead and open up my COD World War II folder here.
I can go take a piss then.
No, I'm putting your fucking screen back on, dude. Don't go nowhere.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna come right back.
No, motherfucker. Oh, really?
Nope. I gotta pee.
You suck fucking dick. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put something here on the screen that you guys can all see it. We'll do the Mega John only screen. So, as you can see here on the screen, I'm going to explain it, and I'm quoting, because I'm, of course, reading it. Now, I'm going to explain the kill streaks as it was explained to us. 3 kills gets a spy plane, so of course you guys can liken that to the UAV. 4 kills is anti-spy plane, of course, you already know that's going to be counter UAV. 6 kills, Goliath Beetle. Now, this is a mini tank packed with explosive. It is slower than an RCXD, but it's harder to kill with bullets and has a much larger explosive radius, meant to kill players at once and or also take out tanks, which technically confirms that there will be some form of tank gameplay. 7 kills, Mortar Strike, which we've seen in many other Call of Duty games. Several mortars dropped in a single location, with each mortar having the explosive radius of a hand grenade. And we have the 9 kills. Artillery Strike, explosive artillery dropped in 3 different chosen locations. We can see that similar to like lightning strikes and stuff like that that we've had in other Call of Duties, where you mark 3 points on the map, and those 3 points, that's where all the bombs will drop. Then we have the 10 kill streak, B-26, which is a passing bomber traveling in a chosen direction across the entire length of the map, which each bomb having a little over 5 times the radius of a hand grenade. 12 attack dogs, devastating. That's basically all it says there. And the numbers that I just gave, that's actually the amount of kills that you actually have to get. Now, what you cannot see here, because I refuse to go ahead and fucking resize the screen because it's gonna fucking throw Mega John's screen off, is a 27 kill streak. God damn it! I wish I can fucking. Oh wait, there it is. There it is. 27 kill streak, Enola Gay ending, game-ending automatic win. So as you see here, there is going to be a game-ending automatic win once you get that 27 kill streak Enola Gay nuke, which I think is pretty cool. Some more information that we got here. This is just, well, yeah, I should have actually showed this one first, but these are 5 of the kill streaks. But put into
did you say
score.
a gay nuke? Enola Gay nuke?
Enola Gay, the name of the plane that dropped the fucking nuke, you loser.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, for the
I thought they were going to be dropping gay people on us.
Yeah, as it says here, now for the score streaks, which means yes, there will be score streaks. These are 5 of the kill streaks, but put into score, of course. It does not reset after you die, much like support streaks. So there is going to be support streak system in the game. That's the spy plane, anti-spy plane, Goliath, Beetle, Mortar Strike, and B-26. So everyone, according to this, has a chance of getting at least the B-26. Now, as far as the Enola Gay being reset, that's still left to be determined. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Here's some of the images. This was actually uploaded by 7421Max on Twitter. Make sure you guys go ahead and check him out. This was uploaded by him last night. You actually get a picture of the Goliath Beetle and the attack dogs and the Enola Gay kill streaks. Of course, we already know this is the Pro Edition box set that you guys can go ahead and go out and pre-order now. This is the beta image. We got a little bit of imaging from GameStop, and that's about it. So I'm going to close these out, and you guys can go ahead and stare at fucking Mega John's ugly face for the next couple of minutes.
What it sounds like is, I mean, I'm really excited about this. I'm super duper cooper excited, guys, because people get the kill streaks back, which are more powerful. But we also support players like me, people who, you know, we're not gonna go on fucking 38 player kill streaks or whatever the fuck. We can still contribute in other ways without having to worry about camping a fucking corner and try to get kills all day long.
But even with fucking support streaks, those people camp balls. It's not based on streaks. I mean, campers are fucking campers. The way gamers are now, everyone's a fucking pussy. There used to be an acronym in the gaming community called RUSH. R-U-S-H. Run until shit happens. I lived by that fucking acronym. I guarantee you ask some of these fucking gamers what that shit means now, they're all fucking clueless. The same ones that say the earth is still flat and World War II was a fucking sham.
Yeah, I remember, you know, people blame it on kill-death ratios. Kill-death ratios have always been a big thing in shooting, but now they don't mean shit. Yeah, we gotta fix that.
There's got to be more score streaks. You're sure? Yeah, there's definitely more. That's just the information that we got so far. Of course, they're gonna have like fucking 15 to 20 goddamn score streaks. Hype for dogs? Fuck dogs. I hated dogs in every fucking game that had them shits.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I love them dogs.
Oh, fuck that shit, man.
In fact, there's a video I made from Black Ops 1 with the little fucking video editor of all of my dogs killing people. And that was back in the day when fucking Black Ops 1 was out, and some dude took it and uploaded it to YouTube, and I was like, oh shit, it's going to live on forever now. I didn't even have a computer or anything, but somebody else just grabbed my clip off of the store and put it up there.
All right, so I see. You know what? You were cool all the way up until now. Hope the perk system is like Ghost. I like the point perk system. Okay, fine. I really hope they don't take anything away from Ghost. Nothing at fucking all. Call of Duty Ghost, that fucking Ghost perk. Holy shit. The mere fact that you could still sit still and still remain off the fucking map was insane. Fuck that shit. Make that Ghost perk like the other Call of Duties where you had to be moving to stay off the map. Bitch, you camp, you're popping up. Ping that bitch.
Let's see, what is it? Monster. They may bring back Specialist. I didn't touch on that one. I hope not. I don't see how they could do it. But then again,
I love Specialists. Dude, me and fucking Peanut Butter, we wrecked Modern Warfare 3 with the Specialist score streak system. We wrecked FMG 9 Akimbos. Fucking people hated us.
I hardly played Modern Warfare 3, so I fucking forgot it had a Specialist system in that. I'm talking more like Black Ops fucking Specialist shit that. And I was like, no, there's no way they can do that, can they?
No, I know at some point they actually did nerf it, but when Specialist first came out, you actually had a God mode where if you got a certain amount of kills, you literally unlocked every single fucking perk that was in the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, you were essentially a fucking Superman juggernaut running around the fucking map.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 had the best ghost. Yeah, I agree with you, Soyce. Black Ops 3 did have the best ghost. Fuck you in the ass, John. Specialist is the shit. It would be Lewis to think about fucking a man in the ass.
Yeah, that's right. While he's eating peanut butter.
While you're eating peanut butter. Wish they had classes like Battlefield 1. What do you mean, Lobos?
You know, I could see that happening actually in this war mode. If they got a big war mode like what we think it's going to be, you know, increased player counts, then I could see that happening.
I mean, I don't see them doing the class system the same way Battlefield has it, where you have assault, support, stuff like that. I can see the class system the way it is now, where you can build your own custom sets, you know, with assault guns and fucking submachine guns, marksmen, snipers, stuff like that.
Well, no, I mean just for that particular game mode, that particular war game mode, you have an assault, or you have a medic, you have a fucking support that drops ammo. If the game mode is big enough, I could actually see that happening in that specific game mode. Not for core game modes. Of course.
I could see them doing something similar to like ammo drops, because they did it in Ghost, where you would drop that little fucking kit and people can get vests and shit like that with the support streaks. I can see them doing something similar to that. But as far as going, medic, assault, etc., nah, Lobos, I don't see that happening. Again, this is Activision we're talking about. If EA did it, if Ubisoft did it, they will not fucking touch it. They're going to try and create something new. And it'll be a 50-50 shot whether it passes or fails. So.
Well, I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to actually make a video about me calling GameStop and trying to pre-order Call of Duty 2018.
Come on,
2018.
Dude. With
I'm looking into the future.
GameStop videos, like, YouTubers need to fucking quit that shit. Don't nobody want to fucking listen to you calling fucking GameStop, fucking with someone that's working hard to make their fucking money.
I was a cunt hair away from making a video calling GameStop trying to pre-order the Switch like a week or two before it came out.
Overflow, Biblical Reaper, you stupid fuck. Stop fucking with people while they're trying to fucking work and make money to support their families. You guys are over here on YouTube making money to support your families. Leave those motherfuckers alone. You don't get motherfuckers from GameStop saying, hey, let me call up fucking Overflow or fucking Biblical fucking Reaper and see what the fuck they're doing on today's fucking live stream. No, you stupid fucks. Leave those guys alone. Damn.
I actually hit him up in the DMs when I was in Vegas and he didn't check them. I was going to fucking try to make a video with him. We're going to call GameStop together.
Dumpster dives. I don't know. Actually, I've heard GameStop is doing something a little different now. What they're doing is they're actually forced to smash boxes and peripherals and stuff like that before they throw it away.
Well, I've seen Overflow has videos up there of dumpster dives recently.
Oh, yeah?
So he's still trying it. But then again, he used to work at GameStop, and he might know some people that probably just fucking, he called up and like, hey, don't smash this shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just leave some shit in there that's not smashed so I can make this video. You know, there could be anything happening there.
Well, that's the thing. The other thing that they have to understand is before they throw any of this stuff in the dumpster, they actually send serial numbers back to the publishers to let them know, hey, this was actually pennied out. We threw it away. Once the publishers get that information, if you do get one of these fucking Xboxes or some shit like that from the dumpster, if it breaks, you're fucked. Because they already got the serial number. The shit was pennied out. You will never get a new one. Just got to go out there and fucking buy it like the rest of us, you dumpster diving sons of bitches.
Yeah, every time I walk into a GameStop, I feel like I'm in a fucking dumpster. I hate that place. God.
Not my GameStop, man. I actually like my GameStop. Really good support over there. Good management. I actually get a lot of inside intel from her. I can't give her name. Can't tell you guys what GameStop it is because I don't want to get her in trouble. She's a really cool person. Actually, a lot of the employees there, man. As soon as I go in there, yo, Rican. Yes, they know me by my YouTube name. Yo, Rican. Yo, this is the information we got for you, man. That's why I haven't done a hashtag update because I don't go to GameStop. I haven't gone there in a while. Wife got mad at me for spending too much fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
actually, you see this fucking boom and this swing arm, and you can't see the monitors he's working with right now. Okay, his wife almost killed his ass.
Oh yeah, she actually fucking about did kill me. But anyway, right now it's actually 2:14 Central Standard Time. We are gonna have to put an end to this live stream because my children will be home soon. I still have a long ass honeydew list that I have not fucking touched. Thanks a lot to fucking Activision for that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck you, Mike Condry.
everyone on YouTube, on Twitch, thank you guys for stopping by. If you're not sub, please sub now. Follow us on Twitch. Drop likes on this video. Follow us on social media at THoG_Empire, at XMEGAJOHN. Make sure you guys follow us both on there. Make sure you guys check out our Facebook page, THoG Empire. And stick around for our live streams, man. I live stream almost every day if I do have a squad to play with. Brownie, when is the worldwide reveal starting? It actually started 2 hours ago. You missed it. I will give you a link to the trailer, and you can go ahead and check it out. Or if you want, you can rewind this video. I did play it. It's about at the 2 hour mark. So you can go ahead and check it out there. So, you guys are chilling with your boy THoG, Rican, and Megajohn for an Empire Intel After Action Report. Again, if you're not sub, please sub now. Drop likes on this video. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.